Let me show you how to solve this math question on the board. The question says, if log x plus log, open bracket, x plus 3, close bracket, is equal to 1, find the positive value of x. If you want to solve this question correctly, this is what you need to do. Here's the solution. Now, if you look at the question very well, if you look at the logs, you notice that there is no visible base here. Look at it very well. You cannot see any base here. Because we cannot see any base here, it means that the base is 10. Anytime a logarithm does not have a base, it means that the base is 10. Take note of that. It's very important. So that means we can write this as log x in base 10 plus log x plus 3 in base 10 then equal to 1. Now, the next thing we are going to do is that because the left-hand side is in logarithm form throughout, we are going to make this right-hand side to also be in form of logarithm. And the question is, how is that possible? It's very possible. Now, you have to know that there is a particular law of logarithm that talks about a situation whereby the number and the base of a logarithm are the same. If we have log 2 in base 2, because this number and this base are the same, it will be equal to 1. I'm using this to explain something to you now, so that you know why I'm going to write the number I'm going to write now. If you have log 5 base 5, it will be equal to 1. Why? Because this number here and the base are the same. Now, because in this equation that we are dealing with, the base is base 10, because it's a base 10. So that means if you write log 10 base 10, it will be equal to 1, right? So that means we can replace this one here with this log 10 base 10, because log 10 base 10 is equal to 1. I hope you understand the logic now. Okay, so we have log x base 10 plus log x plus 3 in base 10 equal to, in place of this, I write log 10 base 10. I hope you're not confused. All right. Now, we are going to apply something here. If you look at the left-hand side of the equation, we have log this in base 10 plus log the same base. The bases are the same in this, right? Of this, sorry. All right, so what we are going to do is we are going to apply something called addition law of logarithm, because we have addition here and the bases are the same. Anytime in a logarithm, the bases are the same and you are giving addition, you can simply write it like this. You can simply write log base 10, because we have base 10 base 10. So you can write log base 10 then of, you write this first one, then use this first number to multiply this. Use it to multiply this x plus 3. Are you confused? Let me explain that place again. It's like that place is not so clear. Let me explain it again. Now, we have addition here, and these logarithms are in this in base 10, base 10, base 10. Anytime you want to add logarithm and they are in the same base, just pick one of the log base 10, which is what we have here. And then the numbers that we want to add, just pick the first one, which is this, and then use it to multiply the number of the other log, which is what we have here. You understand? Now, why we have double brackets is because we want to show that these two are together, enclosed together. You get this inside bracket is from this one, while this one I use it to lock everything. Now, that will be equal to log 10 base 10, which is what we have on the right hand side of the equation. Now, if you look at this, because we have log 10 sorry, because we have log base 10 and log base 10 here also on the other side of the equation. Both of them will cancel out. And we have this x, open bracket, x plus 3, close bracket, then equal to, we are left with 10 here because this one has cancelled out with this one. Now, what we are going to do is that we are going to open this bracket. So x times x will give us x squared. Then x times positive 3 will give us positive 3x. Then everything equal to this 10. The next thing we are going to do is to move this 10 to this other side of the equation because we have a quadratic equation now. So let us move this 10 to this side of the equation. We'll do that. We are going to have x squared plus 3x. When this positive 10 crosses to the left-hand side, it changes to negative 10. And because this 10 has left this place, nothing is there again. So we put equal to 0. I hope you are following up. Now, a quadratic equation is set for us to solve, in which we can solve it using either factorization method, or we use completing the square method, or we use the formula method, which people used to call almighty formula. I don't know what is almighty about the formula. So now let us solve by factorization method because this one is very easy. If you want to solve this using factorization method, first of all, you need to look at this x squared if something is attached to it. If you look at this, because nothing is physically attached to this x squared, then it means this question is very straightforward. Now, what you're going to do is you're going to look for two numbers that when you multiply them, you get this negative 10. But when you add them, you get this positive 3. What are the two numbers? The two numbers we are going to use are, can use 2 and 5. 2 and 5. Because the sign of this is positive. So we are going to use, the bigger number should have the positive sign, while this one will have the negative sign. If you multiply these two numbers, minus times plus will give us minus. 2 times 5 will give us 10. So that means if you multiply these two, you are going to have negative 10. Now, let us add them and see if we are going to get positive 3. Minus 2 plus 5. Minus 2 is just like saying you are owing somebody 2. Then plus 5 means you have 5. So from that your 5 that you have, if you pay that person that you're owing to, you'll still be getting 3, right? Hope you understand. So that means minus 2 plus 5 will be equal to plus 3, which is what we have here. So because we have gotten the two numbers that we are looking for, negative 2 and positive 5, what we are going to do is we are going to open a bracket and then write x minus 2, close the bracket, and open another bracket and write x plus 5. Everything will be equal to 0 because everything is equal to 0. Now, we are going to equate each of these brackets to 0 and then solve for x. So when we equate this first bracket, we're going to say use the word either. This first bracket, which is x minus 2, is equal to the 0. Hope you're following up. Then from this now, you can now say x is equal to, if you move this negative 2 to the right hand side, it changes to positive 2. We have positive 2 here. Then you now say, or the second bracket, which is x plus 5 equal to 0. Now we are going to move this positive 5 to the other side of the equation. We have x will be equal to, if this positive 5 crosses to this side, it changes to negative 5. You understand? So the two values of x are, say x is equal to positive 2 or negative 5. Now let us go back to the question. The question says that we should find the positive value of x. Now because we have x to be positive 2 and negative 5, according to the question, this is our preferred answer. And say the positive value of x is equal to what? 2, because this is the positive one and this is the negative value. I hope you understand. So if you find this video interesting, let me know in the comment section.